If past games this season are any indication, we could be in for a high-scoring game this evening as the Boerne Greyhounds host the Warriors of Victoria West High. A very pleasant good evening and welcome to the Boerne ISD Stadium in Boerne, Texas. Along with analyst Kerry Barbosa and our entire Wick Productions crew, I'm Bill Schoening. We're very glad you're with us for this matchup. It's a perfect night for football in mid-October, a key matchup in District 13 5A Division II. Kerry, we could be in for a fun one tonight.
Yeah, you got a Victoria West team that started the season 6-0. They suffered their first loss last week to Alamo Heights. DK Garza had a great game. And you see they're 6-1. Greyhounds are 5-1. They lost their first one, but they won 5 in a row, so they're hot too. So Greyhounds undefeated in district, trying to keep that going. And both these teams can score a lot, so we'll see what kind of game it turns into.
A win over Harlandale last time out for the Greyhounds, 49-13, and this is a team that puts a lot of points on the board. You look at their wins this season. Their only loss, by the way, was to Piper in the opening week, and then wins over United, Medina Valley, East Central, Alamo Heights, and Harlandale. That Alamo Heights game, a nail-biter, 37-35, but they've scored 49, 37, 49, 44 in their last 4 ball games.
Yeah, and the thing I like about the Greyhounds, and I think this is one advantage they have against high-scoring teams, is they play really good defense. And West is going to score. They're going to get their points. Their guys are going to get their touchdowns and their yards. But Boerne's intent on not letting anybody go off and have a big game against them, and that's one thing they did well against Alamo Heights and DK Garza. They kind of limited his production, and I think that's what the Greyhound defense does very well.
Cole Traylor is back deep to receive the kick along with Zach Frazier, and we'll be saying Frazier's name a lot. He's got 37 catches coming into this ball game tonight. So Victoria West on the road. By the way, they won the toss, deferred the option, and that's why Boerne is getting the ball first to start this ball game. And you would think that Victoria West needs to come out and play some good defense early because of Boerne's capability of offensively.
Yeah, and Boerne's got weapons at every position. They platoon different running backs. They got great wide receivers. A quarterback, Grant Sweeney's been a very pleasant surprise for them.
High short kick, fair catch called for at the 25-yard line by one of the upmen. Making the call on that fair catch was Lovano, and now it will be a 1st and 10 for this high-powered offense led by Grant Sweeney. His numbers are very, very good. He's passed for almost 1,800 yards this year, completing, get this, 70% of his passes, 14 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions.
Yeah, and the X factor for Grant is his ability to run. He's not a big runner, but when he does tuck and run, he's pretty effective with it.
So out of the shotgun on 1st 10 and 10 from the 25-yard line. The first possession for Boerne, and we're ready to get going here. Sweeney looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to flare it out left, complete to the man out of the backfield to 30, 35. Great speed up the left sideline all the way out close to midfield. A big gainer there, and we talked about the fact that he's going to throw to a lot of different players this evening. Making the catch that time was Callan Combs.
Yeah, Combs just comes out of the backfield, looking at the replay, just comes out on a little wheel route, and nobody picks him up. None of the defenders got over quick enough to cover him, and it's a big gainer for him.
It's only his 4th catch of the year. He also has the ball out of the backfield, running the ball a lot. 1st down carry up the middle, and this is going to be good for another 6 yards. So Boerne coming out on fire like they usually do, and they're mixing up the pass and the run on the first 2 plays of the ball game.
Yeah, and that's one thing they do very well. They'll keep a defense guessing. They'll keep them off balance. They mix it up, run, pass, and like I said, they can go anywhere on the field with the weapons they have out there.
Now they're going to go with 2 receivers to the left and 2 receivers right with the lone setback on 2nd down and 4 after that gain of 6 on 1st down. Looking right, Sweeney throwing it out right, complete. Another big gainer down the right sideline and corralled out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Again, that to the outside and a lot of room. Again, big number 18 getting out there quickly. That is Callan Combs, his 2nd big play of the ball game already.
Yeah, another wheel route that Victoria West has been slow to cover.
1st and 10 now at the 34-yard line, and Boerne on the move in their first possession. Sweeney looks over to the sideline to get the play. Single setback next to Sweeney. That's Combs going in motion. He's going to throw left this time, complete at the 30, and another 1st down inside the 25, down to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 14 yards on that play. And this time making the catch for Boerne. Again, they spread it wide. It was Jacob Hicks with the catch this time.
Yeah, Eli Nicholas, if we look at the replay, watch Nicholas, number 1, gets a great block that time, kind of springs him right there.
So Nicholas with a good downfield block. And Boerne on the move at the 20-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Combs flaring out to the right, looking to throw. Sweeney throws downfield complete, but a very short gain. In fact, no gain at all. Right at the line of scrimmage is where Eli Nicholas got hit, and it will be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I think Sweeney was hoping to get downfield with that throw, but he just didn't have time because of the pressure. He had to get rid of it really quick.
Combs looks over to the sideline along with Sweeney on the 2nd down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Again, on the move on their first possession, the Boerne Greyhounds against Victoria West. Sweeney this time will hand to Combs up the middle, and he had room, and he pushes the pile forward all the way to the 15-yard line. He got the last couple of yards on his own, but now very workable 3rd down and about 3.
Yeah, this is the first 3rd down Boerne's faced on this drive. Everything's been 1st and 2nd downs, but Victoria West toughening up a little bit here as we get into the red zone.
We mentioned the fact that Combs does most of his damage on the ground. That was his 62nd carry of the season. He's averaging 6.5 yards per carry. On 3rd down, Combs again at left guard, tries to bounce outside, and he's fighting forward, lunging, but I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Yep, yard to 2, so 4th and 1-ish, 2-ish. I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, 4th and a long 1 or a short 2, depending on how you want to look at it, and it looks like they are going to go for it. Coach Brett Sawyer deciding to try to go for it here on 4th down, and let's call it 2. They need to get inside the 12-yard line. Sweeney on 4th down, all movement at the top of the screen. You see the wide receiver running before the ball was snapped, and that was an infraction against Frazier. And because of that, it will be 4th down, and now we'll see the kicking unit come on.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Boerne was actually going or if they were just trying to draw him off because they only needed 2. So any offsides by West would have given them a 1st down, but now with the 4th and 7, you're going to bring out your kicker here.
Diego Jimenez will attempt this kick from the 25-yard line. So this will be a 35-yard attempt. Low snap, but a good hold, and the kick's got plenty of distance, and the kick from Jimenez is good. And the Boerne Greyhounds are on the board. They draw first blood in this ball game. Timeout on the field with 8:43 remaining in the opening quarter, and Boerne leads Victoria West 3-0.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Boerne with a very impressive drive to start the ball game. They lead at 3-0.
Yeah, they go 8 plays, cover 57 yards, took 317, and they were 1st down, 2nd down, and they got to a 3rd and 4 and got to 4th and 2 and looked like they were going to go for it, but they had an offside, so they settled for a 35-yard field goal by Jimenez, who's a soccer player for the Greyhounds as well.
Jared Swanson is back deep to receive the kick for Victoria West, along with Aiden De Leon. And here's the kick, a high, short one, and it will come down to one of the up men at the 20-yard line, and a quick return. Watch him go all the way outside the 40 to the 43-yard line with a return for the Warriors, Evan Waters, and Victoria West is going to be in very good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, they're a team that can score. Talking to Coach Sawyer about them, he said they can score from any part of the field and with a lot of different players. So this Greyhound defense is going to have a tough test tonight.
They've got an experienced quarterback in Nolan Boyce. They are 6-1 on the year, coming off that 54-42 loss to Alamo Heights. 3 wide receivers left, single receiver right now for Nolan Boyce. From his own 44 to start this drive. Swings it out left, complete, gets a block. Watch this guy go, 50, that's a gain all the way down to the 45-yard line, a gain of 12 on 1st down. And making the catch in the run was Tavion Peoples, and we'll see his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, Peoples, he gets out in space. Once he gets out in space, he's tough to bring down.
So Peoples picks up the yardage for the 1st down, a 12-yard gain. And now swinging it out to the right. Another completion, this time to the 41-yard line. Good open field tackle there. The completion to Jarrett Swanson, but a big play on defense coming up for Boerne.
Yeah, Bobby Jet Wilkinson with the stop there. And that time, with the Warriors, they loaded that right side. They had 4 receivers to the right, and they're all served as blockers, but watch Wilkinson fight through a block and knock him off his feet right there.
It was Bobby Jet Wilkinson who came up. Good call there, Kerry. And now we've got a second down and about 5 from the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Boyce. And now they look over to the sideline. The clock is running with 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. 3-0 lead for Boerne. This is the first possession for Victoria West. They may have to burn a timeout here. So a little miscommunication between the sideline and the quarterback. And you see the running back, Genesis Jeffries, coming off the field along with Boyce. We'll keep it right here. And an early 3-0 lead for Boerne. And I guess that pace and that tempo that you're talking about with Boerne, we saw that in that first possession.
Yeah, and then you can see Victoria West trying to do the same thing, not really huddling a lot and just trying to get up to the line. That time they looked to be out of sync just a little bit, but, you know, I know it's early and you don't necessarily want to burn a timeout, but sometimes it's better than taking a 5-yard loss, especially when you're on the plus side of the 50.
What can you tell us about this Boerne defense? They're coming off a pretty strong performance against Harlandale, a 49-13 win.
Yeah, well, I saw Bays out there, Ben Bays. I don't know if he's been in the game yet, but he's been a big factor for those guys this year.
Okay, second down and 5 from the 40-yard line in Boerne territory. Victoria West, the quarterback, ready to throw. Nolan Boyce, who's under pressure, and he will be sacked back at the 44-yard line, a loss of about 3. And again, the Boerne defense coming up big on that particular play for Boerne was Hotchkin, Rory Hotchkin.
Yep, Hotchkin gets in there. Blake Burkholder, 35. Watch him. He'll get in there. He'll kind of help finish him off. You can see Hotchkin fighting off a block, and then here comes Burkholder to kind of finish the job.
Hotchkin first, then Burkholder. That sets up a 3rd down and 8 now for Victoria West. They're in Boerne territory, but they need the 35-yard line here. Nolan Boyce, the veteran quarterback, out of the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion, and that is Jeffries. Looking left. It's complete at the 45-yard line, cutting it outside. That's a 1st down, and he hurdles a tackle inside the 30, down the left sideline, all the way to the 20-yard line, and bumped out of bounds there. A big gain for Peoples, and we said we were going to say his name a lot, and there he is again, his second big catch.
Yeah, and when you get an athlete like him out in space, the hardest thing is to tackle him, and he's so elusive that time. Made a couple nice moves and gets him deep into Greyhound territory.
At the 23-yard line of the Greyhounds, Victoria West on the move on their first possession. Out of the shotgun with a man in motion to the right. Throwing out wide to the right. This is complete at the 25, 20, and he gets down to about the 17-yard line. Good open field tackle that time by Wilkinson. And now Victoria West trying to keep this momentum going. It is 2nd down and about 4.
One of the Greyhounds had a chance at a no-gainer, but kind of whiffed on that tackle.
Here's a handoff coming left. Not much room. He gets to about the 15-yard line. And they stop him very quickly there. That carry by Jeffries. Genesis Jeffries' second carry this evening. So now it is 4th down. And I think Victoria West is going to go for it here.
Yeah, they lost a yard or 2 on that play, but they're so deep in.
It's third down, I should say.
Okay.
They had it wrong on the far marker. Now they've corrected it. 3rd down. Here's a little wide receiver sweep, and that is going to be short of the 1st down, I believe, as Jeffries was trying to turn the corner, but the Greyhounds really strung it out nicely, I thought.
Yeah, it looked like Jake Perez is the corner out there, and Perez just does not let him turn the corner. He just keeps him going and keeps him from turning it upfield and brings up a 4th down.
So now it is 4th and 1.
So you see Perez right there just kind of stringing him out, drags him, gets a little bit of help there. They're going for it, though, looks like.
They sure are. Boyce out of the shotgun. Hand off to his tailback. Big room up the middle. That's going to be a touchdown. Untouched all the way into the end zone. Andrew Henley. Just kind of a quick opener up the middle.
Yeah, and then once he got into that second level, there was nobody out there.
So now Victoria West takes the lead as each team has scored on its first possession. The Greyhounds with a field goal, and now a touchdown by Henley on the ground. And the extra point coming up from Ethan Van Dusen. It is up, and it is good. And Victoria West has taken the lead here in the first quarter after that impressive drive. With 5:03 to go in the opening quarter, now the Warriors lead the Greyhounds by a score of 7-3.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
So the Warriors go right down the field in their first possession. So each team has scored. And Kerry, tell us about that drive by the Warriors.
8 plays, 57 yards, took 3:34. They converted a 4th down and a 3rd and 8, and had a really good kickoff return that set them up near midfield.
So now it's 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds at the 25-yard line. Only a gain of about 1 at left guard as we're back to live play now. And Boerne is a team that likes to go, as we've talked about, on a very quick tempo. The carry that time by Jeff Morrison.
Yep, they're going to have to try to keep pace and then slow down the Warriors. So they've got to do more than get field goals, though, when they have the ball, the Greyhounds.
2nd down and 8 now for Sweeney. He's going to fake the handoff on play action, throwing deep down the left sideline, and he overthrows his man. That was very good coverage that time on the left corner. That pass intended for Eli Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas just selected for the San Antonio Sports All-Star game coming up in January, and he had about half a step on the defender. It's a tough throw just to kind of drop it in the bucket there, but just missed it by about a few yards.
Evan Waters was the defender. Yeah, he was about a half a stride behind, but he was right there with him. Good speed on the outside. So now it is 3rd down and 8 for the Greyhounds. And here's Sweeney to throw. Rolling left, he's got room to run. He's going to tuck it under, and he is hit right at the 35-yard line, but he's got the first down as he falls forward to the 36. He got stuck pretty hard right there, but he held on to the football and got the first down.
Took a hard hit, kind of got pounded into the ground, but like you said, gets the first down, and that's the X factor is his running ability.
And that was a quick decision too. Very, very good decision. And he was popped pretty hard, but he got right back up. So now it's 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds outside the 30. This is a gain of about 3 or 4 on the right side for Brody Flores. Was that not Flores?
It was Morrison, I believe.
Oh, Morrison, I beg your pardon.
Morrison.
25, yep. Looking to throw. And again, he steps up, this time across the middle. Nice toss for the first down and more. Inside the 45 and all the way down to the 43-yard line. And that was a very good decision by Sweeney as he finds his man Hicks for a big first down.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to run, and then he sees that there's nothing there, and he throws it to Hicks,
Into the 42-yard line. Quick throw to the right, and they read it to the Warriors, and a very short gain here for Boerne, as making the catch out there on the right side for the Greyhounds was Zach Frazier.
Yeah, and Hicks is, he's kind of come on lately. He's only a sophomore, so Frazier and Traylor and, Nicholas, those guys, they were getting a lot of balls thrown to him this year, but Hicks has come on big the last few games and helped them out.
One running back now. That is Jeff Morrison behind Sweeney on second down and long. Morrison at right guard will try to bowl his way forward a little bit, and he gets to about the 37-yard line. At the bottom of the pile for the Warriors was Javon Galvan.
And I think Greyhounds right here pretty much in 4-down territory, I think. They got 2 shots to get this 4 or 5 yards, whatever they need, I think.
Yeah, they need about 5 right here. It's called 3rd and 5, but you're right, they're probably in 4-down territory. Sweeney out of the shotgun will throw. They're setting up a screen to the right side. Actually, he's going to throw it away. I thought they were setting up a screen, but there was nobody out in the flat. As the rush was on by Victoria West, they put a lot of pressure on Sweeney, and he just had to get rid of it.
Yep, I agree. I think it was going to be a screen play. That was the play call, but they brought so much pressure, and they brought their guys, and then they blitzed some of their linebackers, so he just had to get rid of it, like you said. So now you're in a tough spot here.
4th down and about 5. The line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line. It is in Victoria West territory. And now it will be Sweeney. And he'll throw. Looking left, getting pressured. Looking downfield, throws, and complete inside the 30-yard line for the first down. All the way down to the 20. Another big play by Jacob Hicks.
Well, and that's what Sweeney does so well. He looks like he's going to run, but he knows where the marker is. He stops, makes a throw. He's done that twice already, both times to Hicks, and it's worked for first downs.
So now Boerne on their second possession, driving. They're in the red zone, right at the 20-yard line. They trail 7-3. We are in the opening quarter. A lot of offense so far. Looking to throw, and under pressure again, rolling left. And he will throw downfield, and this ball is knocked away incomplete right at the goal line. I thought Sweeney was going to run right there because he was going against the grain. That's a tough throw in traffic. He might have been able to pick up a few if he ran, but he decided to try to go into the end zone, and there was very good coverage on the play.
Yeah, and watch, there's 2 players here, 2 Greyhounds. You're not supposed to be that close on routes. You see a couple players, and so yeah, I thought he was going to run it as well, but that's what he does well, though, is he buys time on a play. He scrambles and buys extra time.
2nd down and 10 for Sweeney. And the Greyhounds. Handoff coming left at the 20, and then he turns the corner and gets inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. That was a good run that time by Morrison.
Yeah, and you'll see the backs platoon in. We had Combs in that first drive. Now we have Morrison. There'll probably be a few others that'll get a few carries tonight, but they bring these guys in like that, and then they stay fresh in the fourth quarter. It makes a difference.
Good point. Morrison's going to stay in right now on this 3rd down and about 4 play. They're just inside the 15. It's called a long 3. They need the 11-yard line. Morrison is in, fakes to him, throws across the middle, complete for the touchdown. Wide open, Eli Nicholas, and the Greyhounds have taken the lead.
Oh, what a fake play action. He draws in the defense. He fakes it to Morrison, and the defense just kind of freezes. And then Nicholas just wide open down that side. And watch the defense come in on that fake. And he's already 3-4 yards behind the defender that time.
A simple little slant route there for Eli Nicholas. And that throw right on the money from Grant Sweeney. That is the 15th touchdown pass of the year against only 3 interceptions for Grant Sweeney. Extra point by Jimenez is up, and it is good. The Greyhounds have regained the lead with just 55 seconds now remaining in the opening quarter. The Boerne Greyhounds lead Victoria West Warriors. It's 10-7 Boerne.
Hey, Greyhounds fans! Your attention to the video board as it's time for another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam. Not the time to be shy. What a great smile. Let's see it. Strike up the band for that one. Now, that's a winning smile, folks. Great job, Greyhounds. That's another Ferris orthodontic smile cam.
Do it on the air.
Yeah, no.
I'll just,
Well, just, maybe.
yeah,
Whatever.
okay,
I'll
yeah.
get up. Thank you.
Yep.
Scoring drive. Welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium. Greyhounds have now taken the lead 10-7. How about that scoring drive, Kerry?
11 plays, 73 yards, took 4 minutes exactly, and big play. I thought the key play was 4th and 5 at the 37. They hit a 17-yard pass to Hicks. Gets them a first down at the 20 red zone opportunity, and you saw Sweeney's scrambling ability. Didn't always run, scrambled, bought time, and then made throws, and it was very effective for the Greyhounds.
And here's the ensuing kickoff again, taken by one of the upmen at the 25-yard line, and he'll get out to about the 34, and that's where Victoria West will start 1st and 10. And fielding that kick, it was Evan Waters, and we've seen several kickoffs this evening not quite get a lot of depth. And one of the upmen taking each time, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and they've gotten pretty good starting field position. Last time they started at the 43, this time at the 35, so about the same area.
So Victoria West went right down the field on their first possession. Let's see how the Greyhound defense does this time out. On 1st and 10 for Nolan Boyce with an empty backfield. Boyce, good protection, throwing left, and that ball is knocked away incomplete. Good coverage over there, as getting his hand on that ball was the cornerback, Jake Perez.
Yeah, it does a good job. Basically a jump ball that time, and it's 50-50 ball, and if that ball tips up a little higher, it might have been an interception. So he looking right, and he throws left, and just kind of 50-50 there.
Good defensive play by Perez. 2nd and 10 now from his own 35-yard line. Nolan Boyce setting a man in motion. And now before he can hand it off, there are some whistles and flags. And I think we got a false start here against Victoria West. This will make it 2nd down and 15.
That's their first penalty on the Warriors.
In the ballgame now, running back is Genesis Jeffries. This is only the 2nd offensive possession for Victoria West. We've had no stops so far. Everybody's gone down the field, right?
A lot of sustained drives, 8 plays, 11 plays.
Field goal, touchdown. And it's 10-7 Boerne. Empty set now, looking to throw. Boyce rolling right, throws downfield, complete outside the 35 and dancing outside the 35 at the 37-yard line and going out of bounds, making his first catch of the ball game is Dabi Ray Gomez.
That time, Greyhounds lost outside containment. They let the quarterback roll out to the right. There's nobody in front of him. He could have run it, but he saw a man wide open.
Just outside the 36 now. It's 3rd down and 9. That penalty really hurt them. Put them back behind the sticks. So now they got a 3rd down and 9 coming up here. The clock is stopped with 33 seconds to go. So now we're ready to go. Boyce, the senior quarterback, looking to throw under some pressure. He sidesteps the pressure, and he's diving close to the first down, but I think he's a little bit short. I think he's about a half a yard short, Kerry.
Yeah, he got 8 on that, and a couple missed tackles by the Greyhounds. Good job by the quarterback, but yeah, going to be short.
And the punting team is coming on, I do believe.
So he steps up, couple missed, nice run, but 4th and 1. They're bringing out the punting team, but
I wouldn't be surprised to see a fake here.
Yeah, they got 4 men back.
Henley is the punter, and now we've got a timeout taken by Boerne, I think, maybe?
Quarter.
Oh, no, it's the end of the quarter. I beg your pardon. Sorry. I was waiting for some fireworks there, folks. An entertaining first quarter for sure. Boerne leads Victoria West at the end of 1 from the Boerne ISD Stadium. It's 10-7 Greyhounds.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Very lively crowd here at Boerne ISD Stadium. They've seen a good one so far. It's 10-7 Greyhounds, and as expected, a lot of offensive fireworks early. Here's a 4th down and 1 play, and they're going to go for it here, and they get the first down. Very, very close, but I think that they have it. And Victoria West rolling the dice a little bit early in the game, but they pick up that yard they needed.
Yeah, and that running back, he was sitting way back. He had to go 5 yards before he even got the ball, so there was a hole there. Not much, but he does get the 1 yard needed for a first down.
So now out to the 41-yard line. Boyce is the quarterback. And now Caden Leal is in the backfield with him. Out of the shotgun. Looking to throw, and then a hand, Leal. Looking for room up the middle. He's a quick little running back, and he gets to midfield and then into Boerne territory at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and one thing we're seeing from both teams is just a lot of weapons on offense and just a lot of guys that can run the ball.
Leal's not a big guy, but he's kind of shifty, and now he gets the call again at right guard. Not much room this time. He's hit for a very, very short gain. And you see there at the bottom of the pile for Boerne is Rory Hodgkin.
He got a good spot, I thought. They're going to give him about a yard.
So now it is 3rd down and about 4. They need the 44-yard line. And you would think, that especially since they already went for it on 4th down in this drive, that they're in 4-down territory here, Victoria West.
Yeah, they went for it on their own side of the 50, so why wouldn't you go for it on the other side?
2 receivers left, 3 receivers right with an empty set backfield. This is Nolan Boyce. Sends one man in motion. That is De Leon. He's going to try to run it. The flag is down. You can see that flag thrown from the defensive backfield. Good stop of the play for Boerne by the linebacker, Cash Gatlin. But let's see what this flag's about. Usually it's holding in this
holding
area.
Chop block.
Yep, let's see. Personal foul, chop block, against the offense.
That's going to hurt.
Our referee, by the way, is Mark Herrera. Beautiful night for football. 80 degrees at kickoff.
He's looking downfield. You see on the play there, Boyce. He's looking downfield. Nothing there. Tried to run. You know, Sweeney's a pretty good runner, so he's going to have his hands full trying to keep up Sweeney running the ball.
Wow, this yardage is backing them up all the way to the 37-yard line. It's now 3rd down and 19. So this obviously changed the complexion of this drive for Nolan Boyce and the Warriors as Victoria West tries to get a little something here on 3rd and 19. He's going to throw. Good protection down the right sideline and almost intercepted. Almost coming up with a pick was Bobby Jet Wilkinson, and we've said his name several times this evening. He's been very active on defense.
Bobby Jet would have jetted to the end zone the other way if he holds on to that ball because he had a clear path in front of him. You see he's looking, he's staring down his receiver, and then you see Bobby Jet jump in front, and boy, if he gets that, he's gone. That's a pick 6.
Trailer is back deep to receive the punt, and he's back at his own 21-yard line. Andrew Henley is the punter for the Warriors. High snap, but he'll get the punt away cleanly. And Trailer's just going to let it roll as it hit in front of him, and will take a little sideways bounce and be down at the 25-yard line. So that's where the Greyhounds will start. For the first time, a defense comes up with a stop. And now let's see how the Greyhounds do on offense with a 10-7 lead.
And I think the big key there is Victoria West kind of stopped themselves with that penalty, dropped them back 15 yards. That's, even explosive teams playing behind the chains is tough. And 3rd and 19.
That was a killer.
Yeah, long way to go.
All right, here comes Grant Sweeney and the Boerne offense with a 10-7 lead early in the second quarter. Trips right, double receivers left, empty set backfield. Sweeney to throw, under pressure again, throws on the run. It's complete at the 25-yard line and outside the 30 down to the 32-yard line, Jacob Hicks. So they picked up some yardage there where it looked like they weren't going to pick up anything at all.
Yeah, Hicks is kind of becoming his little favorite receiver, just a little check down. He's kind of the safety guy. When he scrambles, he looks for Hicks, it looks like. And Hicks is always finding a way to get open, it looks like. Get 8 on that one.
Yeah, Sweeney's mobility has really paid dividends so far in this ballgame. Now it's 2nd and 2, and they're playing with house money right here. They may go for a deep one here. Let's see. Under pressure, though, and he's now going to run to the left. Sweeney's now setting up. He's going to throw all the way downfield. He's wide open, and this pass is overthrown. Man, he had a man wide open down there.
Levino, looks like.
Levino was wide open, and the pass is just barely over his fingertips.
Yeah, I think what happened on the play is Levino just stayed there, and I think Sweeney thought he was going to take off downfield, so he threw it down so he could get under it, and Levino stopped, and then he tried to get going again. So, but look at Sweeney buying time,
Yeah,
and he could have ran it, but he saw a guy wide open.
he took a pop, too, from Javon Galvan. All right, now 3rd and 2. That 8-yard gain on first down allowed them to take that gamble on second down. Here's a big opener up the middle for the first down, outside the 40, all the way to the 43-yard line. Showing his quickness that time, Callan Combs once again. He had some big plays early in the game.
Yep, and we see the platooning of the running backs.
Combs still in there at right guard, and he gets to the 45-yard line, gain of about 2. But Boerne, for the most part, has been able to stay ahead of the chains, getting good yardage on first down. That time only a couple. And now it's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and I like the play calling. Good mix of run and pass and kind of keeping the defense guessing a little bit.
Combs stays in the backfield. Play action. Looking deep down the right sideline. Sweeney looking for his man, and that ball is incomplete. Good defensive play there by the Warriors. It was Evan Waters who knocked it away from the intended receiver, Zach Frazier.
Yeah, a little bit underthrown that time. Frazier had a step or two on the defender. And when he had to kind of stop and come back to the ball, and that kind of brought the defender back into the play.
So now Sweeney looking at 3rd down and about 8 from his own 45-yard line. Clock stopped with 8.5 minutes remaining until halftime. 10-7 Greyhounds. Greyhounds have not punted the ball yet. They don't want to this evening. They don't want to here in this possession, but they need 8 yards here. Sweeney looking right across the middle, overthrown, and he had a wide open receiver. That pass is high for Zach Frazier. If Frazier's able to haul that in, he's got the first down and more.
Yep, a little high, a little hot that time, and Frazier feels like he can have it because anytime those receivers touch it, they feel like they can get it.
He's really upset at himself, Zach, as he comes off the field, takes his helmet off. He really felt like he should have made that play, even though it was a little high and a little hot. And he knows if he held on, he probably would have had definitely the first down and maybe a lot more.
Yeah, and, quarterback, sometimes he's just got to get rid of that ball. It's not always a perfect throw just because of the pressure he might be under.
Okay, back deep to receive the punt is Peoples. He's dangerous. And here is the punt. Oh, it's a high, short punt. Oh, my goodness. It's going to come down out of bounds. And I don't know how many yards he's going to get out of this at all, if any at all. Look at this.
He shanked it.
The side judge is still moving, and he gets all the way to the 48-yard line. And that's where Victoria West will start in Boerne territory. Went right off the side of his foot.
Yep, that ended up being a 3-yard punt. A great field position now for the Warriors, so let's see if they can take advantage, starting to drive inside Boerne territory.
And they have been able to move the ball. Of course, they really hurt themselves. As Kerry mentioned on the last possession, they were moving the ball quite well. And then was it a holding call?
Chop block.
A chop block. Yeah, chop block set them up on a 3rd and 19. They didn't convert there and had to punt it away. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside Boerne territory. Going in motion is Jeffries. Boyce now looks over to the sideline. Peoples, one of 3 wide receivers, set up to the left, along with Jarrett Swanson. They form a triangle there on the left side. And here's a handoff coming left, and he's going to get a couple of yards maybe to about the 45-yard line. We talk about Peoples being set up on the left-hand side, and you talk about the skill people that Boerne uses, and I think the Warriors try to do the same thing, using a lot of different skill people, especially their wide receivers. 2nd down and about 8 now for the Warriors. That's Peoples going in motion to the right. And again, looking over to the sideline is his quarterback, Boyce. Wouldn't be surprised right here to see if Jeffries gets the call again. Now Jeffries goes in motion, looking to throw. It is Boyce rolling right, under pressure. Now he's going to reverse it and go to the left. And he will finally stay in bounds, gets hit before he goes out of bounds, right at the 40-yard line, down to the 39. A big hit on the play for Boerne by Hodgkin. But I'll tell you what, boys did a great job picking something up there where it looked like he was going to lose yardage at first.
Yeah, great job by the defense, not giving him anything to throw. No one's open, so he's going to have to run it. He's still looking downfield there, and he decides to tuck and run, and takes a pretty hard hit by Hodgkin. But, yeah, it does get positive yards on that. 3rd
and 3 here. Jeffries in the backfield. And Jeffries gets the call up the middle, pushing forward and very close to the first down.
Yeah, I think he got it. I think he's right on it. He's just got to get on that hash mark.
Yep. At first look, it looked like he might have made it, and he did. They are going to move the chains. So now Victoria West on the move. They trail by 3. But they've been able to move the ball, as have the Greyhounds in this ball game. Jeffrey stays in at the running back spot next to Nolan Boyce. Boyce will throw on first down. Good protection over the middle. Complete at the 32-yard line. Hauling it in right there was De Leon. Short of the first down, but nice pickup on first down of about 6.
And De Leon just found a soft spot in that zone. He just stopped, waited, and hit him and gets 4 or 5, whatever it is.
Jeffrey sets up to the right of Nolan Boyce now. And again, they look over to the sideline. It is officially 5 yards to go now after the pickup of 5 on first down. Boyce hands it off. Jeffries, not much there as he got hit right after he received the football. Good defensive play there for Boerne by Cash Gatlin. We've said his name a couple of times, the linebacker.
Yeah, kind of the delayed handoff there. Delayed, I don't know if that was not quite a Statue of Liberty, but just kind of delayed. Just didn't really fool anybody.
No gain, 3rd and 5. And now it looks like a busted play, and there's not much there for Boyce, but he's going to try to make something out of it, but he gets hogtied. And was it a face mask? It was not. Wow. Big defensive play there for Boerne by Perez. Also there was Hodgkin. Hodgkin is the guy that actually made the play. What I was afraid of was that he got his hand up around the face mask on this play.
Yeah, right around.
Horse collar.
Yeah, he got right around the neck. So
yeah.
I think, and the referee was right there.
He really was.
Yep. So
it was a high tackle, but a clean one. And now it is 4th and 14.
And they're lined up to go for it.
Yeah, but I think they're going to call a timeout, or Boerne is. Boerne's going to call a timeout here. Good one so far. Greyhounds lead the Warriors 10-7 with 4:53 to go until halftime.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
4th and 14.
Yeah, pin them. Victoria West is facing a 4th and about 14. They're in Boerne territory, and they will punt it away here. Andrew Henley is in punt formation. It looked like they might think about going for it here, but they will punt it away. And Cole Treeler, the junior defensive back, is backdate to receive. Now they split out a couple of receivers, but Henley's still in punt formation, and he will punt it away. And here's the punt. It will hit around the 10 and take a sideways bounce, and it will go out of bounds at the 7-yard line. What a great job there by the punter, Andrew Henley.
Yeah, coffin corner, no chance for a return either.
So 10-7 is the score. Boerne with the lead. And they got plenty of time here. And 2 timeouts left. And the quarterback ready to take the field is Grant Sweeney. He has thrown his 15th touchdown pass of the season here in this one this evening. Callan Combs, the running back next to Sweeney. Sweeney will throw from the end zone, and he's dumping one off complete outside the 10 to the 15 and to the 21-yard line. So nice little gain there.
Hicks again.
As Hicks picks up another, well, let's see here. Yeah, they're going to give him the first down, of course. Boerne didn't mind throwing from the own end zone that time.
Nope. Hurry
Grant
up,
Sweeney
too.
got out. Here's a quick first down play. And a couple of yards up the middle. With 4.5 minutes to go on the clock running. We mentioned that running back Combs, who's been doing most of the work, but as Kerry's mentioned, they've used a lot of different skill people in this ballgame. Looking to throw to the left sideline, complete, and that's very close to the first down. It should be good for another first down. Again, the very busy Jacob Hicks on the reception. Another pickup of a first down.
Yeah, he's got about 6 or 7 catches already, it seems like.
1st and 10 from the 30 as the Greyhounds in their own territory, but they are on the move. Combs still in the backfield, along with the quarterback Sweeney, throwing deep down the left sideline. He's got his man complete. It's a foot race to the end zone, and he's dragged down at the 10-yard line. Eli Nicholas showing the speed. There's a flag at the end of the play after the tackle. The tackle was made by Evan Waters.
I think it's going to be a horse collar, but it looked like the Greyhounds had the sleeper play on. They had guys kind of standing around, and then they snapped the ball, and then Nicholas took off, and he got behind his defender.
Well, we know about Nicholas's speed, that's for sure. I thought he was going to have his 7th touchdown reception of the season, but he was hog-tied.
Yep.
Horse collar tackle. We saw a tackle that almost was a horse collar earlier in the ballgame. But, yeah, an excellent throw. And it was Waters, 15, that dragged him down.
Yeah, see, and I thought he just got Jersey right there. Just based on that replay, I thought he just pulled Jersey down.
All right, here's 1st and goal for Sweeney. Hands to his tailback. Combs at the goal line, twists into the end zone. Touchdown. Short touchdown run for Callan Combs on a handoff from Grant Sweeney. And now the Greyhounds lead the Warriors 16-7 with the extra point coming up.
Well, that was a 61-yard completion. And then they get the penalty on top of that. That moves it 5 yards closer, and Combs finishes it off. So, you know, we talked about high-scoring offenses, and then we had 3 straight punts. So, but now Greyhounds get on track there.
Jimenez will attempt the extra point, looking for a 10-point lead. And here it is. It is up, and it is good. The timeout on the field with 3:34 remaining until halftime, and the new score, the Boerne Greyhounds 17, Victoria West Warriors 7.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
DeLeon is back deep to receive the kick along with Jarrett Swanson for Victoria West after Boerne went on an impressive drive. Kerry?
Yeah, they went 93 yards on 5 plays, took a minute 10. Remember, they were pinned down. A great punt by West puts him down at the 7, but quick strike offense by the Greyhounds.
And, of course, that big 61-yard pass play, the key play in the drive. Here's the ensuing kick, and he's going to get it out to about the, maybe the 30-yard line. And that'll be 1st and 10 for Victoria West as they'll start at the 30, as that return was made by DeLeon.
And part of that, why they started at the 7, is because, remember, Boerne had a 3-yard punt, and so they had great field position. Greyhound defense stops them and then makes them punt, and they had a great punt because they were on Boerne's side of the field. But the Greyhound defense has slowed down this high-scoring West offense.
They certainly have. After that first possession, remember they went right down the field in the first drive. First and 10 for the Warriors from the 30-yard line. Caden Leal now in a running back. He's going to go out in motion to the right. He'll be one of 3 receivers to the right and 2 receivers left for Nolan Boyce. As the Warriors trying to get something going offensively, they trail 17-7. He bobbled the snap. Now he's to just hop on it. And that will be a loss back to the 26-yard line. Loss of 4 on that play. I think that was just miscommunication. I think he was trying to figure out exactly what he was going to do with the ball, and then the man in motion, Jarrett Swanson, might have actually gotten his way there. Leal's the running back now, but second down and long. And remember, the Warriors have been hurt by a couple of penalties in this ball game that took away some offensive momentum, and now this could hurt them as they now are at 2nd and 14. Boyce will throw deep down the middle and almost intercepted. Did he hang on to it? No, it's incomplete. Very close to being an interception. A diving attempt down there by C.J. Smith.
Yeah, he's mad at himself for not coming up with that one, but he was actually closest to the ball. He was behind the receiver, so he wasn't giving up anything behind him. It makes a nice dive, but just not able to come up with it. Got some turf burn on that one.
Excellent coverage. Boyce showing his arm, and he went diving for it and couldn't get it down. It's 3rd down and 14 after that long, incomplete second down play. Boyce, empty set. Pretty good protection, throwing deep down the middle, and that's incomplete. I think he was trying to get his wide receiver, Flores, but it was wide of him, and now will be 4th down, and Victoria West will have to punt it again. And as you mentioned, Kerry, after that start by Victoria West, moving right down the field, right, they have not been able to do much offensively. They were able to move the ball in a couple of series, but they hurt themselves, and now they just have not been able to get much flow going, and you got to give credit to the Boerne defense as well.
Yeah, ever since that 15-yard penalty for chop block, they've punted 3 times, and this is going to be a 3-and-out if they do indeed punt here.
So here's the exchange now. Big, high, hanging punt. It will hit at the 36 and be down right there by Victoria West. So that's where the Boerne Greyhounds will start with a 10-point lead and plenty of time. They've got 2 timeouts left and 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Pass out to the right, complete for the first down outside the 45-yard line. Breaking the tackle, getting all the way to the 40-yard line. Frazier, a big play for the Boerne Greyhounds. They've got it now 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of Victoria West with 2:15 remaining in the second quarter.
Well, watch Frazier. Watch the stiff arm, the angry stiff arm right here. Just get off of me, and he pushes him down and keeps going, gets the first down. Kind of stood up and kind of spun the ball. Lucky didn't get a penalty that time.
In the backfield now, Jeff Morrison. Looking over to the sideline, Sweeney. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. 17-7 Boerne trying to add to that lead here. Morrison at left guard, not there. Nope, that was a good defensive play there for the Warriors. Coming up from his linebacker spot, Galvan.
Yeah, and Morrison lost his shoe, blew a tire there, so they don't have a back end right now. I'm sure Combs is going to come out, or Boerne's just going to let it go to the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout with Boerne leading 17-7. We are late in the second quarter.
Hey, Greyhounds fans! Your attention to the video board as it's time for another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam. Not the time to be shy. What a great smile. Let's see it. Strike up the band for that one. Now, that's a winning smile, folks. Great job, Greyhounds. That's another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam.
(17-7) with 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Long throw down the right sideline for Sweeney, and this incomplete. Wow, he had his man right at the goal line. He's very upset that he didn't hang on to the ball, and that, of course, is Frazier.
Yeah, Frazier needs to come out. He's tapping out right now, so came close that time. Kind of had to veer off his route. He's running straight, kind of had to veer off, make it kind of more of a post route, try to catch up with that ball, but not able to.
Now it's 3rd down and 10. The Greyhounds still have 2 timeouts left, but they need a 30-yard line for the first down. Morrison back in. They fake the handoff to Morrison. Now Sweeney will run. Sweeney at the 30, and he'll bull his way forward to the 24-yard line where he's got another Boerne first down.
Yeah, just a lot of room at that second level. He sees that. He recognizes it. So he wants to pass, but he sees that gap right there. There's nobody there. And he's taking a couple hits, though, but he gets the first down.
Morrison stays in the running back spot. Morrison at left end will try to break a tackle. Can't do it. He gets to the 20-yard line, though, so he's picked up about 4 yards there on first down. Henley making the tackle. Henley, a busy man this evening for the Warriors. Of course, he is their punter, and he plays on defense as well. Morrison stays in. 2 receivers right. Single receiver left. On 2nd down and about 6. Looking right, Sweeney under pressure, and he sidesteps that pressure and just throws one away over near the track. And there was nobody near that pass except maybe a guy that's running the 200-meter sprints, because that was on the track, not on the football field. But he threw it away. He was out of the pocket, and it's an incomplete pass. But now it's got 3rd down coming up here.
And I think he looked like Brock Hierholzer kind of in that area just in case. But, yeah, there was nothing there. But you see, he hasn't been sacked, and he's just kind of able to just buy time and wait for somebody to get open. That time it wasn't there, though.
3rd down and 6 here for the Greyhounds. Sweeney wafting one to the end zone, overthrown and intercepted. There was nobody open on that play, and the Warriors pick it off. Ethan Guerra comes up with the INT.
Yeah, I don't know if he was throwing to the receiver, just trying to throw it away out of the end zone, but not quite all the way out of the back of the end zone there. Let's look at the replay.
He just kind of threw it up high in the air, and there was really nobody there. I guess the closest Boerne Greyhound to it was Dayoc. But anyway, the turnover gives the ball back to Victoria West. Now, they've got 2 timeouts and 46 seconds. How are they going to play it here, do you think, Kerry?
Well, knowing them, I think they're gonna go for it and try to cut into this lead, try to get some momentum going into that second half.
Nolan Boyce, the quarterback, will throw. Throwing to the left sideline. That pass is caught, breaking a tackle outside the 35 and getting up to the 37-yard line, Jarrett Swanson.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is he gets out of bounds, stops the clock, so saves those timeouts, the 2 that they have left.
They rule him out of bounds at the 35, but still it's a first down with 40 seconds to go. Another quick toss to the left, incomplete, and Perez getting into it a little bit with the wide receiver over there, De Leon. 2nd down and 10. De Leon really read that play well.
Yeah, good. That was they're going back to Swanson that time, and he was going to have a receiver, De Leon, blocking, but Perez just kind of blew that play up.
Yeah, Perez was right there. And now De Leon goes in motion. Looking to throw. Boyce running left. He's going to throw on the run and incomplete. Watch out. Speaking of the passes hitting the track, that one also hit the track, but that was a line drive pass, and a couple of photographers had to duck out of the way of that throw.
Well, I hope it's not the Bernie Star guy because I need those photos, so you better not get hurt.
Combat pay down there, right? I mean, this is a rocket, and watch out now on the side of the whoa now.
Logan Lewis, good pressure that time, the linebacker for the Greyhounds, making him throw it.
Now just 31 seconds remaining, and it's third down. They still have 2 timeouts left.
And Bernie does too, so if they stop them, you may want to burn a timeout here.
I wouldn't be surprised. On 3rd and 10, he's going to try to run. This is Boyce, and can he get to the first down? He breaks another tackle, but no, he's going to be about 5 yards short as he only gets out to the 40-yard line. And now does Bernie spend a timeout here? There's only 18 seconds, and now it's running, and I don't know if anybody's interested in stopping the clock here. They're just going to keep it running, and that's going to be it for the first half, I do believe. Yep. So the Boerne Greyhounds will go into the locker room with a 10-point lead as they lead at 17-7 at the half over the Warriors of Victoria West.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
Versus Victoria West has turned into a defensive struggle. Say that again. Yeah, we usually don't come back till right before the right before the half, unless he wants to see what you want to do about when we come back and all that. No, you're good.
Yeah, man, sorry about that last play. I saw a double zero.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Birdie be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go. Have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
The thing that immediately comes to mind was having the honor and the privilege, really, to refresh our brand recently. To me, it was more than just colors and making things look pretty. It was really shaping the way the company was being portrayed for the people that worked so hard within the company and creating something that they could be proud of.
I guess landing a major account has empowered me. Being able to close on 2 large accounts that I had worked with gave me kind of a more of a boost. It solidified that I am a good salesperson.
It is such a wonderful feeling when you give information, you provide information to your supervisor, to your manager, and they trust the information you're giving them.
I think just thinking recently when I became manager, there's so many things when I've been here where I've always had to ask somebody else. Can I do this or can I do that? Even as supervisor, can I do this for my employees? And so just being able to be like, okay, I'm the one now. I'm the one that gets to make the decisions. I'm the one that gets to make, decide these things. So.
We're really good at helping each other as women, and I think that the more people that look out for each other, I think.
It's important to keep us in the talks of decision making. Having our perspective on things is almost quintessential at this point in time. I feel like we add a lot to the table.
I think that women in general, we have to bring each other up and not tear each other down. I mean, unfortunately in our society, too many people are quick to tear people down, and sometimes women are the worst with other women. We're all in the same game. We all need to lift each other up and inspire each other and, do what we can to help them learn and grow.
Everything is gonna be okay, girl. just take a deep breath, because everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Always believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, always strive to do your best, and always remember what you put out there definitely follows you. So always strive to do your best and show what you can do to encourage growth in yourself and to succeed.
Just be you. At the end of the day, don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to live anybody else's dream. Don't try to live through anybody else. Just be you.
Gavin, appreciate you joining us again. I'm Chris Cooley. We're here from the GBTC Foundation, and we want to talk to you about the scholarship you applied for with us, the CTE, the Career and Technical Education Scholarship. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
Where did you find out about this scholarship from? How did you hear about it?
Actually, one of my friends texted it to me just because they knew I participated in the CTEs.
Well, let me tell you, that is a very good friend, because we're here to tell you you have won the 2025 GBTC Foundation $7,500 CTE scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
I think.
Well, sorry to call you down to the office. This is Chris Cooley, and we're here with the GBTC Foundation. We wanted to talk to you about the Ola Armstrong Scholarship that you applied for. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you've applied for quite a few, right? There's a lot of scholarships out there, but we're here to tell you that you are the recipient of the 2025 $15,000 Ola Armstrong Scholarship from the GBTC Foundation. Congratulations to you.
I couldn't be more proud. Thank you so much.
Well, hello, Riley. This is Chris Cooley here from the GBTC Foundation. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Well, sorry to catch you on the road.
No, you're good.
We looks like you're in trouble here. There's a lot of people here, but we've got some questions about your application. This is regarding our GBTC Foundation Richie T. Sorrells Scholarship.
Yes, sir.
Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir, it does.
I'm sure you filled out a lot of applications. We see you're on the road. I know you're coming back from a school trip, so we'll jump right to it and tell you congratulations. You are the recipient of the 2025 GBTC Foundation $25,000 Richie T. Sorrells Scholarship. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I was not expecting this.
Well, I plan on going into graphic design at Texas State University, and hopefully afterwards being able to use that in my own career experience and hopefully start a business or work through a business, learning on that.
Well, I just want to start by saying thank you to the GBTC Foundation again for giving me this opportunity. It will go a long way in helping pay for college by covering just a chunk of my first semester or more. I'm planning to do something with math, not quite sure yet, but perhaps actuarial science, and this will definitely help further my education in that. So thank you very much again.
So this is going to go towards my education at Texas A&M University. I plan to major in animal science and pursue a career in veterinary medicine, whether that be through working in a vet clinic or product development and research. It's been a passion of mine for many, many years, and I plan to pursue that further in the future. I want to say thank y'all so much for all that y'all do to support youth development in our community. It means so much to me and countless other youth, and it really encourages youth in our community, whether that by acknowledging their leadership, community service, and hard work. So I just want to say thank you for everything that y'all do to support youth in our community. It means so much to me and countless others.
Congratulations to all of you, to the students and to your parents as well. It's a big day for y'all, but it's also a really big day for all of us. As Richie mentioned, this is who we are. So I think for us, you know, what we do in the community and investing in the students, to have a day like this, to be able to come and see the faces, and see, and I know the people that get to reward these, they get to see the real surprises when you guys get, which is great. I think they video that so we can see it too. But it's just a great day for all of us. And so glad y'all are here to all celebrate this together.
Hey, Greyhounds fans! Your attention to the video board as it's time for another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam. Not the time to be shy. What a great smile. Let's see it. Strike up the band for that one. Now, that's a winning smile, folks. Great job, Greyhounds. That's another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam.
I'm Sonia Aguion, president of the GVTC Foundation. I've been with the GVTC Foundation since 2008 and have been working actively since then.
My name is Ashley Burton. I joined the GVTC Foundation Board of Directors in 2024. I am the treasurer. So I am the financial lady, we call it, well, I call it Assets with Ashley. I don't.
Volunteering was part of our everyday life at home. Growing up, my parents often had us volunteering out in the community or helping someone. And so when the GVTC Foundation had an opportunity, I was encouraged by Ola Armstrong, then the president of the GVTC Foundation, and it was a perfect fit for me.
As a whole, we lead the foundation. We are leading community-driven events. I would say we're kind of like the face of the foundation in a way. We're going to events, we're talking with the leaders of the nonprofits. We're making sure that the face of the foundation is positive.
We are 100% operated by GVTC employee volunteers. Our board and our volunteers are employees of GVTC who choose to make an impact in the communities, and therefore they volunteer their time not having much overhead at all for our organization. In fact, 98 cents of every dollar raised goes right back out to our community.
Believe it or not, customer donations are actually matched by GVTC at 100%. So if a customer just rounds up their bill to the next dollar, and let's just say it's 36 cents, GVTC will match that 36 cents.
87% of GVTC employees contribute through payroll deduction. 100% of GVTC directors also contribute and support our program. GVTC generously matches those two funding pots at 150%. We organize quarterly work days where our employees are given time off from GVTC to go out and do hands-on work with some of our partners out in the community.
The last one we went to Hill Country Daily Bread. And what I love about Hill Country Daily Bread is that if you go there and you say, I need a bag of food, you will leave that place with a bag of food. My favorite event, there are several events that I love, but I think my favorite is Thanksgiving Give Back, hands down. When you don't realize how much need there is in the community, and I'm gonna get choked up, that the looks on these people's faces when you are handing them this bag of food, it's like you just made their year. For a lot of these people, that's not what happens. And we make their holiday. We make their year, and it's such a good feeling.
Let's hear it for these ladies.
Thank you, appreciate that.
This evening, the Boerne High School Band in color guard will perform a portion of their UIL marching show entitled Our Serve. Band members of the week are Aaron Croft, Aylin Griffin, Audrey Boerne, Rose O'Brien. Guard member of the week is Ruby Estrada. The section of the week is the Flutes. The band leaders of the week are Haley Decker and Paige Stool. And now presenting your pride of the Key to the Hills.
You talk a lot. What do you do for your voice?
Boerne Greyhound Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Danielle Person and Mr. Alex Miranda. Color guard directors are Mrs. Hannah Oliver and Miss Autumn Gomez. The Greyhound Band is conducted by head drum major Leviticus Florendo and assistant drum majors Layla Drummond, Leilani Kayabe, Lana McDougal. Color guard captains are Elena Arispe, Live Philip, Kendall Gervais, and Kate Kleinpeter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Not to have. Victor's got 11 and 8. What does it play do? 17 minutes. Luke Bourne's going to be really good for them. Who are they playing? Indiana. Pacers. 66, 65. gets there just before we go here. But all this shit's going on. Like Priscilla Presley, not Priscilla Presley, the daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. She was performing, she had dancers, she had a costume, there was sound check, right? They had a stage. It was like all the bells and whistles, right? So Charlotte comes, can we please get the rappers and the actors and the dancers off the floor and play some basketball? Can we please 66, she's 63. Boom, goes to the first spot. And I look up, and already it's 14:58, 14:57. They're running. The 15-minute clock is over. They're tipping. So unless it's a network game, for the last 6 years we haven't made the playoffs, so we don't play a lot of network games. So, yeah, that's right. It's still, we don't do a lot of network games.
This says standard NFL halftime is 13 minutes.
Yep. So NFL's 13, NBA's 15.
This is twice as long. It's because of the bands.
You know what?
The band's gonna perform.
Mom's got a tuba player, right? She's down there. So it's not just for the football team. It's for everybody, right?
And this is their contest season. So they use the same show every week to prepare for that show contest. Last year was at Boerne. Hyperband did a halftime show strictly Beatles. That's pretty cool. 50 years ago.
Before their parents were born.
1970.
Seriously. These kids are 20, their parents 40, right? Or the kids aren't even 20 yet. They're 15.
Yes.
Parents are 35, 40. You know? Yeah, next to good buddy of mine's a musician. He's going to stop to Boston. To see party in Red Rocks. They have pretty good seats. And I spent Saturday night listening to some obscure bass player from Liverpool. It's really basic.
What 80s? His voice is I saw
Springsteen last year.
How did he sing?
I mean, not only was he good at vocal, he was moving around and taking around. He was like, he was being real smart. He was 7 and jumping around. He does a lot of stuff.
So at that 80
Thank you for joining us this evening. The mighty Boerne Greyhound Band would like to thank the following sponsors: Ancira GMC, Ironwood Events, and Gone Era Grant, SC Energy, Low Country Overhead Control, and Victory Site Services. We have our special thanks to Mr. Wilson, Mr. Austin Smith, Mr. Richard Robinson, Mr. Brandon Edabot, Mr. Teresa Ray, academic dean, Mr. Eric Paul, and all our school board members. Our district coordinator in fine arts, Mrs. Dawn Ademic, Director of Athletics, Mr. Stan Leach, and Boerne ISD Superintendent Dr. Kristen Kraft. And finally, to all the incredible Greyhound fans and families, go Greyhound! Coming onto the field for the second half for Boerne High School, Greyhound.
We are just about ready to start the third quarter. It is 17-7. The Boerne Greyhounds lead the Warriors from Victoria West. I'm Bill Schoening, along with our analyst this evening. That is Kerry Barbosa and our entire crew here from WIC Productions at the Boerne ISD Stadium. Glad you're with us this evening. It's been a good one. And I guess, we can first start talking about that Boerne defense, because Victoria West scored on their first possession, and Curry, they didn't score again after that.
Yeah, they go punt, 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 and then if you want to count that last possession, they only hit 46 seconds, so they lost it down to 4 empty possessions. So Boerne defense, I felt like was going to be a factor in this game, and they've done a good job of limiting what the Warriors have been able to do on the field.
Now, Victoria West will have the ball to start the third quarter, and that's important because, as we mentioned, they have not been able to get much going offensively after that opening drive, and they'll have an opportunity here. We'll see what kind of field position they have, but they trail 17-7. It's been a very good ball game so far for Grant Sweeney, the quarterback of the Boerne Greyhounds, as he's been very efficient so far in this ball game.
And Boerne had 5 possessions, 3 scores, a field goal, touchdown. They had a 3-yard punt, and then they had an interception. But on that interception, they had it down. It was a red zone opportunity. They took it down to the Warriors' 20, but they came up with an interception that time, and that was right before the half with the 46 seconds.
DeLeon and Swanson are back deep for the kick from Jimenez, and they're up at the 15-yard line. And again, Victoria West hoping to get good field position here and get their momentum back, trying to get something going offensively. They trail 17-7 as we start the third quarter. This is Swanson, fakes the handoff to DeLeon. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll be able to get outside the 25-yard line. Breaks a tackle there, and he'll get all the way out close to the 40-yard line. They had him wrapped up, and they didn't finish the job. And Swanson able to get all the way out close to midfield, all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that kind of tackling makes a special teams coach gets him upset because, like you said, he kind of ran into the pile there, kind of stopped, and then, just kept going. Right there, just a couple missed tackles.
Jared Swanson on the big return. Actually, they say stepped out of bounds at the 36. So still a pretty good field position to start this drive for the Warriors and their quarterback, Nolan Boyce. In the backfield there with Boyce is Jeffries. And they're going to send 2 receivers left before they complete this play. And here we go.
Tip.
Play action in the air. Watch out. That almost was intercepted. It was hit high in the air. I think it was Burkholder got it.
Yeah, I think Burkholder got it. I don't know that he knew where the ball was because I think if he locates it, I think he intercepts that pass. It just kind of hung in the air, the old tip drill, but nobody's able to come up with it on either side.
2nd down and 10 for Boyce and the Warriors, again from their own 36-yard line. That's Jeffries going in motion, and he sets up to the right of Nolan Boyce. Boyce looking right, throws, and that pass is almost picked off. Wow.
Bobby Jett.
Yep, he's been all over the place.
That's 2 he's had his hands on, and probably feels he should have come up with both of them.
Bobby Jett Wilkinson has had a couple of deflections and a couple of big plays, and he almost had that one. So now it is 3rd down and 10 for Nolan Boyce and the Warriors. Looking over to the sideline to see what kind of play they want to run here. Jeffrey stays in the backfield with him. DeLeon and Swanson are both wide to the left, and 2 receivers are out wide to the right on 3rd and long. Boyce will throw. Rolling to the left, throws it away. Over the head of the intended receiver, Swanson was in the neighborhood. Perez on the coverage. And now it is 4th down and time to punt for Victoria West.
Another great job by the defense, another 3 and out. That's twice that they've had the 3 and out. And that time the Greyhounds only rushed 3, and they keep 8 men back. And so you got 8 men guarding 5. So a few of them were double covered. Nobody to get the ball to, and just throws it away.
It is Traylor that is back deep to receive the punt. He's standing back at the 32-yard line, so Boerne should have pretty good field position after this exchange.
Uh-oh.
High snap. He's able to handle it and get it away.
Straight up.
High hanging punt. Comes down and then takes a backward bounce at midfield. Wow. Boerne's going to have it right at the 50-yard line to start this possession. And not a very strong punt there. He was able to climb up the ladder, Andrew Henley, and prevent a disaster, really, but then the punt wasn't very good. Now at the 50-yard line is where the Boerne Greyhounds will start trying to add to a 17-7 lead.
14-yard punt, and I think that high snap, I think it threw his timing off, and he just kind of rushed his punt and just not able to get a whole lot into it.
Morrison is the running back now with the quarterback Sweeney. Morrison at left guard tries to cut it outside. He's got 3. Out down to about the 47-yard line now in Victoria West territory. Coming up to make the play defensively for the Warriors that time was Galvan, and He's been very busy on the defensive side of the ball for the Warriors here this evening.
Got 4 on that one.
Morrison stays in the ball game. He's the running back alongside the quarterback Grant Sweeney. Morrison gets the call at right guard, not much there. Right at the line of scrimmage is where he is hit. Give credit to the Warriors defense that time. Cale Francis came up and made the first hit.
Well, I don't think Boerne would mind with the 10-point lead kind of taking some time off the clock here, just kind of running the ball, sustaining some drives, but they're in a 3rd and 7 here.
3rd and about 7. Morrison, the running back. Out of the shotgun, Sweeney. They're showing blitz. And now we'll go over the sideline to see if they may change the play here. And Sweeney communicates to his teammates. Here we go, big 3rd and 7 for the Greyhounds. Sweeney will throw, watch out, he's under pressure. He's hit as he throws, and he throws incomplete. They came with a corner blitz that time. He was trying to hit the wide receiver Eli Nicholas, but the throw was high and wide as the pressure was really being applied from that left corner.
Yeah, it looked like Ethan Guerra is the one that came in on the. You see him come from our right side. Just he's going to get a clean shot on Sweeney there. Just nowhere to go to that time.
So now it is punt formation. Sweeney is the punter. Will Traylor is out right now. He's normally the punter. And here's a high, it's a shanked punt, and it will go out of bounds to the left-hand side. And again, not a good punt by the backup punter, Sweeney. And we'll see where they're going to mark it out of bounds, but Victoria West will have pretty good field position here.
Yeah, and boy, what a start to the second half by both teams, both 3 and out. Neither able to get it first down. Greyhounds only get 3 yards, and West only gets 0 yards.
36-yard line is where they start.
Yeah, that's where they were after their kickoff return.
Get the feeling this is a very important possession for Nolan Boyce and the Warriors. They have not scored since their opening possession of the opening quarter. 3 wide receivers left. Boyce is going to tuck it under and run, and he has a little, but not much. Maybe 2 yards to about the 38-yard line, maybe the 39, but they were able to close in on him very quickly.
Yeah, Boyce, he looked left. Looked like, because they had 3 receivers, looked like it was going to be a wide receiver screen. He looked left. I don't know if that was just a fake or if he just didn't like what he saw. Either way, he ran it, gets a few, though.
Jeffries, the lone running back. Boyce looks over to the sideline now. 2nd down at about 7 as they get out to the 39-yard line. Throwing to the left. This is caught, but in the backfield, and they smell it out beautifully to the Greyhounds. And no gain at all at the 40-yard line. The catch was made by Peoples, but they didn't let Peoples get away, and the defense led by Cooper Thompson.
He's only going to get 1 yard. Great job by Perez, just not letting them get past him and keeping him in front. And about a 1 yard gain. And, well, these defenses, especially in this half, are making it tough to get anything done here.
It was actually Haddon Silva, 16, not 19. So now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Boyce, good protection assignment across the middle, complete, big gain at the 30, inside the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line as that pass was complete all the way down the field, and this is a big hurry-up offense for Victoria West. They want to keep it going here.
Yeah, that's the biggest play since the first half on that scoring drive, and just wide open right down the middle, just kind of splits the seams there on that defense. And
it was Swanson. Couldn't see his number at first, but Jared Swanson was the man who made the big play there for Victoria West. And this is the deepest penetration they've had in a long time in this ball game.
One for 32 yards.
They're now in the red zone. Jeffries alongside the quarterback, Boyce. Rolling to the right. Pitch out to Jeffries, and not there. No, he's going to lose a yard. They smell that one out nicely. Do the Greyhounds. Number 0 was in there, Cole Traylor.
Yeah, that was just an option play, and point of the option, you're trying to draw defenders into you as the quarterback, then you pitch it the last second, but pitched it early and nowhere to go.
2nd and 11 after the loss of 1. 3 receivers left. in motion to the left. Now the pass comes out to the 20-yard line, 15, 10, and inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line goes Peoples. And that's very close to the first down yardage.
I think it's going to be about a yard short, but they ran that play pretty effectively in that first half. That bubble screen. And they're doing a line change here. Maybe bring in the heavy set package. I'm not sure. Looks like bringing in running package here.
Jacob Freeman has checked in the ball game. They're about a yard shy, so 3rd and 1. And at left guard, they've got the first down, breaking the tackle and all the way down to the goal line, very close to a touchdown. He got down to the 1-yard line, and that is Andrew Henley, who has played a variety of roles here this evening for Victoria West. But now the Warriors are knocking on the door.
Yeah,
it is 1st and goal.
Not quite the Maryland eye, but just the power eye right there.
Hand off to the tailback at left guard, fighting forward, gets to the goal line, but not in.
Well, Henley's the guy that scored their first touchdown in that first quarter, so he's kind of the goal line guy. He's going to get the goal line. At least had 2. Let's see how maybe they fake to it, maybe throw over the top. Let's see how they play this.
Henley is the guy in the backfield that they go to on occasion, and here he is, right up the middle, barreling forward, and hit at the goal line, and he did not get in.
Oh, wow.
So the Greyhounds trying to come up with a goal line stand here. It is now 3rd down and goal. Henley still is the tailback in this formation. Henley at right guard, again hit before he gets to the goal line. His legs keep moving forward, but they have blown the play dead at the 1. It is going to be 4th down and goal at the 1-yard line.
It looked like Burkholder was one of the first over there, and well, they're determined to run this ball in with Henley. They've gone to him 3 straight times now and haven't been able to get a yard.
And Henley stays in the backfield.
Yeah, they took out all the receivers to bring in this run package.
Yep.
And just Greyhound defense kind of stiffened up right now, not giving up much.
Trying to make it a 1-possession game, Victoria West. Boyce hands it off, up the middle. Does he get to the goal line? He does not. It is a goal line stand for the Boerne Greyhounds as they shut the door once again on Andrew Henley.
Well, it's hard to find out which Greyhound was there first because there were so many of them, but just 4 straight runs from 1st and goal at the 1. And looking at the replay here, just looking for room. And just so many guys there. Number 10, number 0.
Yeah, 10 is Ronald Smith. He was the first one to show up, and he had a lot of company. And now the Greyhounds are 99 yards away from pay dirt, but they start 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line after a goal line stand against Victoria West, and the score remains 17-7. It is still a 2-possession game.
Yeah, and this is one where I wouldn't be surprised if you kind of run Sweeney, kind of roll him out just to maybe create some space.
Sweeney will call from his own 1-yard line.
Uh-oh, somebody moved.
And we have an early movement.
So if it's against Boerne, it's going to be half a yard penalty.
Half the distance is half a yard. That's exactly what it is.
Well, West was getting in there. They were kind of showing like they were going to jump on that ball, but I guess Boerne flinched, so back him up. Boy, look at that ball. Is just right up against that goal line there.
Callan Combs is the lone running back behind Sweeney. Sweeney's going to try to quarterback sneak his way out of trouble, but there's not much room there. He gets to the 1-yard line, and that is all before he is wrapped up by Andrew Henley. Henley trying to return the favor after he was just stopped at the goal line. Right now he's going to play a little goal line stand the other side.
Yeah, he got the penalty yardage back, about half a yard, and that was about it. But just trying to quarterback sneak it just to kind of create some space, just to give them something to work with back there.
Well, you want to be safe here, of course. You don't want to turn the ball over. Out of the shotgun, Sweeney. He's going to throw from the end zone. Throwing left, and this is batted away, incomplete. Good defensive play there by Evan Waters. Good coverage, dangerous play there.
Yeah.
Pass intended for Eli Nicholas. Now it's 3rd and 10 from the 1.
Yeah, that time almost intercepted by the defender who kind of cut underneath the ball, and I don't know that Sweeney saw him.
Well, Sweeney again from his own end zone if he's going to throw here. Third and long. Sweeney rolling right, tucks it under, and oh, he slipped and fell. He would have had the first down, except he slipped as he was trying to make the turn at the 9-yard line. And it's going to be fourth down, and had he kept his footing, he would have had a first down.
Yeah, it looked like Jacob Freeman. You'll see number 9, the linebacker. He comes in. He's getting blocked, but he gets a hand on him right there, and that may have something to do with him going down.
Knocked his balance off a little bit. Peoples is back deep. He's dangerous. He's at the 40-yard line, so Victoria West should have excellent field position here. Remember, Sweeney is the backup punter. And here's his punt. High hanging punt. Peoples will let it hit at the 40, and it takes a backwards bounce and will be downed right at the 40-yard line by the Boerne Greyhounds. Coming down there on special teams to make the play for Boerne. And it will be right at the 39-yard line, let's call it. So excellent field position here.
Yeah, I wondered if Boerne just out of 4th and 2 there, them thinking there's no way Boerne's going to go for it. If they would have gone for it, just maybe catch them by surprise. But if you don't get it, boy, you know that's setting them up pretty close there.
Well, this is an important possession here, you would think, for the Warriors, because they drove all the way to the lip of the cup and couldn't get in.
Yep.
With a goal line stand by the Greyhounds just moments ago. They still trail by 10. Excellent field position here. Jeffries goes in motion. Boyce, quarterback draw, design run, not there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Jumping up and down, very happy that he was in on the play, was Cash Gatlin.
Yeah, and I think there was an opening there, but I think Gatlin and Burkholder just kind of closed that. They shut the door on that play, so he steps up and it's there, and then boom, just nothing there all of a sudden. He actually loses a couple.
Yep, second down and 12 as they mark the ball back at the 41-yard line. Jeffries will get the call up the middle, and not much there. He gets those 2 yards back, and that's about it. So now it'll be third down and 10 coming up. Again, very pumped up Cash Gatlin.
Well, Boerne player is hurt. Boy, I tell you, one of the linemen just jumped on him while he was on the ground. He's getting off slowly, but.
All right, now it's third down and 10 for Victoria West. Leal is back in at the running back spot. That's Caden Leal. He's a very shifty, smallish back. Now he goes in motion. Boyce will throw. Rolling right, under pressure. Looking downfield against the grain. The pass is complete but short of the first down as they get it to the 34-yard line. And now it is fourth down coming up. And Victoria West is going to go for it here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And Boerne only with a 3-man rush that time. I thought one of the defenders got held. No call, though.
Here it is, fourth down and 2 for Victoria West. Leal, the running back, alongside Boyce. 3 receivers right and a single receiver to the left is Swanson on a very important fourth down and 2 here. Greyhound fans are on their feet. Boyce hands it off. Leal looking for a first down, slithers forward, but there's a flag down. He had the first down, but let's see what the flag's all about.
Yeah, the flag came right at Leal, so I don't think he was the guilty culprit, so I'm not sure if it was face mask or what it was.
I think it's going to be against the Greyhounds.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask. And this will set up Victoria West an excellent field position. Now it's important for the Warriors to take advantage of this opportunity. And we'll see the face mask perhaps at the tail end of the play.
Wrong play.
Well, that personal foul will get them inside the 20-yard line again. Third time they've been in the red zone. Second time in the last 2 possessions. First time was way back in the opening quarter. 3 receivers right. Boyce looking left. Now he's going to look right, and watch out. He is hit and sacked back at the 23-yard line. A guy who's had a big series here, Cash Gatlin, with a sack.
And Gatlin was kind of spying him. He was just kind of standing in front. Watch him. He just sneaks up right there, and then he just decides, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get you down. And just took too long to throw that ball away.
Second down and long now as the loss is all the way back to the 22-yard line. They have to get to the 5-yard line for the first down. So it is second down and about 17. Jeffries goes in motion. Boyce, great protection across the middle, picked off at the 10-yard line in return. Outside the 25 to the 35-yard line. An excellent defensive play by Robert Estes.
Yeah, Robert Estes just kind of jumped underneath the throw. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and Estes just kind of jumps in front of that ball and picks it off. And Greyhound defense again coming up. Let's look at the play here first, though. Plenty of time, and just Estes just jumps in front. Good return, too.
Excellent play by Estes. And now Boerne, with only 31 seconds to go in the third quarter, takes over at the 35-yard line. Quarterback Grant Sweeney will throw deep down the right sideline, and he's got a man complete in stride into the end zone. No, he's caught just short. Frazier got all the way down to the 3-yard line as he beat Waters, and a huge gain for Boerne. It'll be first and goal inside the 5.
Well, we saw this. They tried this earlier, remember? He just overthrew him by a tad, and that time, though, puts the throw on the money, and Frazier took a hard hit, but he holds on to that ball, and what a big play.
Beautiful throw.
Yeah, so he's a couple feet behind the throw, and like I said, they had that play open earlier, went back to it because they knew it was there, and great tackle to save a touchdown, though.
They're going to mark him down just inside the 5-yard line. And that is the end of the third quarter. So as we start the fourth quarter, Boerne will be knocking on the door trying to add to a 17-7 lead at the end of 3 from the Boerne ISD Stadium. It's 17-7 Greyhounds.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
Seven. Boerne with the lead. Boerne leads at 17-7 as we start the fourth quarter. And the Greyhounds at the 4-yard line. Quarterback is Grant Sweeney. Hands it off, and not much there at all for Morrison. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and goal. Coming up from his outside linebacker position, Jacob Freeman.
He's actually going to lose a couple. Well, lose at least one back to the 5. That pass play to Frazier, 61 yards. And remember, first half, Greyhounds hit a 61-yarder to Nicholas, and that set up one of their scores. And they were set up at the first and goal at the 4. Here, they're set up at the first and goal at the 4 as well.
Now they get the play from the sideline. Again, the running back is Morrison. Dayock had gone to the sideline. Now he'll come back in with the play. He'll have to hurry up here. 17-7. The lead for the Greyhounds. And now we hear the whistles.
Yeah, they're running out of time. Play clock got down to 1. They don't want to back up when they're right here.
No, so they're going to take a timeout to avoid the penalty. And we'll keep it right here. 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 17-7 is the score. And you look at the Warriors, a chance at the goal line. They come up empty on a goal line stand. Credit the Greyhounds for that. But the next possession, they get the ball back. They're driving again, and they turn it over.
Yeah, and I tell you, Boerne defense has just played great tonight. Second half, they forced a punt. loss on downs after they stuffed that 4th and goal and then the interception. So, 17-7's, it's not sexy, it's not exciting, but I love these types of games because it's defense, and this is kind of old school football to me, just the way the defenses play.
And this is a Victoria West offense that scored 42 in a loss last week, 59 in a win over Tivy, 41 in a win over San Antonio McCollum. That's just their last 3 ball games. Rolling to the left. He's going to tuck it under and run. Tries to get the corner. Dives for the goal line. Did he get there? Yes. A touchdown for Grant Sweeney. And that was a design run play to the left side. A 5-yard touchdown run for Grant Sweeney. And now it's 23-7 Greyhound.
Yeah, and that wasn't even a delay. He just got it and ran. He's got a running back in front of him as the blocker. And the thing about Sweeney that Coach Sawyer told me is I didn't realize how fast he was. And that was just speed getting to the edge right there, trying to get to that pylon. And he said he may be the fastest guy on the team, and they've got some pretty fast guys.
Extra point for Jimenez. On the way and good. So now with 11:04 remaining in the ball game early in the 4th quarter, the Greyhounds have extended their lead. Boerne 24, Victoria West 7.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
24-7 Greyhounds the lead over the Warriors of Victoria West with 11:04 now remaining in the ball game. Kerry, how about that scoring drive?
Well, it was a short one because they hit a 61-yard pass play to Frazier, but they go 3 plays, 65 yards, took a minute 27, and Sweeney with a 5-yard scamper into the end zone.
All right, back deep to receive the kick for Victoria West, Swanson and De Leon. Swanson wears number 5, De Leon number 14. Squib kick taken by one of the upmen. Waters has it, and he'll spin off one tackle and get out to the 30-yard line before he's driven back. And now Victoria West will start just outside the 30-yard line.
Almost got body slammed.
Yeah.
He was on his way to getting body slammed, but he spun out of it. But I tell you, this is going to be very frustrating, I think, for West. A high-scoring team, very good team, a lot of weapons, but Boerne has just, after that scoring drive, Boerne's adjusted and not giving up anything.
Yep, and a couple of turnovers and also the penalties at inopportune times have hurt Victoria West offensively this evening.
Yeah, great goal line stand, though, on that 1st and goal at the 1, and they turn them away. And I think West maybe is a little bit stunned at this.
So here comes the Victoria West offense with Nolan Boyce. He's going to throw it across the middle, complete for the first down as he got it outside the 40-yard line, outside the 45 actually to the 47-yard line. And hauling it in for the Warriors that time was Gomez.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of passing by the Warriors, just trying to make up some ground here.
Well, close to midfield. Leal, the running back. A fake handoff, and now the ball came loose, but the whistles blew early. That could have been a fumble, but they're going to blow the play dead. And I think maybe a timeout was called by the defense, by Boerne, before that play had a chance to run. We'll keep it right here with 10 minutes and 42 seconds remaining and a 24-7 lead here early in the 4th quarter for the Boerne Greyhounds. And just your thoughts on Boerne's performance overall so far.
Well, Boerne has scored enough to get a 3-possession lead and going into this 4th quarter. So, but defensively, the Greyhound defense has played great. They just have not given up a whole lot. And Warriors got to try to figure out this puzzle of how they can try to score a few times here before the game's over.
Up next for Boerne is Veterans Memorial. That's a road game coming up on the 23rd.
Thursday game, I believe.
Correct. Boyce across the middle, complete for the first down as he gets it all the way to the 40-yard line. It was De Leon making the catch. Gutsy call there in traffic, but a good throw from Boyce. And a 1st and 10 here for Victoria West. They've got to score in this possession.
Yeah, kind of in a hurry-up mode right now, just trying to get some things going. Like I said, clock is not on their side.
Boyce will throw on 1st down, looking left. Good protection. Now that protection finally breaks down, and he is sacked back at the 47-yard line. Getting through there was Ryan Castro.
Well, he didn't see Castro. He's standing in the pocket. Look at him. He doesn't know he's there. And then
oops.
Oops, here you are. Sorry. And then actually a big loss that time.
Yep. As I mentioned, they back it all the way to the 47-yard line. So it's now 2nd down and 17. They need the 30 to pick up the 1st down. And right now the clock is running with 9:50 remaining in the 4th quarter. And, of course, the clock is the ally of the Boerne Greyhounds. Leal stays in at running back. Pump fake, and now looking to throw. He's getting chased, and he will be sacked.
Face mask, though.
Yeah, we got a face mask on the Boerne defense that time. That was Hodgkin, who's made several big plays, but he got his hand up in the grill there in the helmet of Nolan Boyce. He apologizes to him, but that's going to be a personal foul here against Boerne.
Yeah, great defensive play. Just he's just not doing it on purpose, obviously. He's just trying to reach and get that sack, and, boy, that would have put them in the 3rd and forever.
Yep.
But
it gives them new life here on this possession for sure.
Yeah, looking at the replay. Looked like he got it.
Leal stays at running back. And Boyce now has the team on the move, just outside the 30-yard line. Again, they look over to the sideline. We see this happen quite often. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Boyce looking to the end zone.
He's open.
And he is open, and that pass is caught.
Nope.
Did he hang on through the catch? No, he did not. Incomplete. He had it, but could not hang on through the entire catch. And it's incomplete, as they almost had 6 that time. I believe it was Swanson who tried to haul it in.
Well, Boyce makes a great throw, and the receiver's open. He gets behind the defender and just not able to complete the process of the catch.
Exactly. So Swanson had it momentarily, but could not complete it. Could not hang on. And now it is 2nd down for Victoria West and 10 from the 31-yard line of Victoria. And again, looking over to get the play is Nolan Boyce. His running back is Caden Leal. 4 receivers, 2 on either side. De Leon goes in motion to the right. Boyce throws right, incomplete, and a little miscommunication between De Leon, the wide receiver, and the quarterback, Boyce.
De Leon didn't see it. He wasn't even looking for it. Boyce had to throw it quick, and De Leon, I don't think, was ready for it because he was still looking forward when the ball came.
Well, the good news for Victoria West is the incomplete pass stops the clock with 9:04 remaining. The bad news is now it is 3rd down and 10, and they trail 24-7 early here in the 4th quarter. Again, Boyce looks over to see what the play might be. And the Boerne defense has played some really good football here this evening. Here we go, 3rd down and 10. Leal, little guy hard to find, and he cuts right up the middle and gets all the way down to the 10-yard line for a big gain and a 1st down. And we mentioned earlier, he is kind of a slithery type back. He's so small, he's hard to find for the defense, right?
Yeah, and I thought that was a great play call that time because you're expecting pass, and they go underneath with a run.
Boyce now hands again to Leal, and he gets to about the 5-yard line before he is cut down. Stopped that time by Rory Hodgkin. But now Victoria West with a little momentum, trying to cash in here. 2nd down. Handoff Leal, cuts up the middle, close to the goal line, but he's short. And now it will be 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, I think he got to the 1, but I tell you, when you get down around that goal line, the Greyhound defense just does not give up much easy.
Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he dives into the end zone. Nolan Boyce with a 1-yard touchdown run. Second touchdown of the evening for Victoria West, and it's now 24-13. Remember, they kept trying to run it on that previous goal line stand. They kept trying to go to the guy. It's also their punter, Andrew Henley. This time it was Boyce keeping it himself, and he found room over right guard to get into the end zone.
Looks like they want to go for two, try to cut into this lead a little bit.
Well, there's some miscommunication down there. I thought they were going for one.
Yeah, I thought they had.
Now the kicker's out there.
Yeah.
But they got called for illegal procedure. Kicker's Ethan Van Dusen. And the extra point will be a little bit more challenging now for Van Dusen. It will be a 25-yard field goal in effect, but it will only count for one. Trying to cut this lead to 10 with 8:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Van Dusen is up, and it is good. There's a timeout on the field with 8:08 remaining in the fourth quarter from the Boerne ISD Stadium in Boerne. Your new score, Boerne Greyhounds 24 and the Warriors of Victoria West 14.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
(24-14) is the new score, 10-point lead for the Boerne Greyhounds. Victoria West with a drive to stay in this ball game. And here's the ensuing kick. Hicks is back deep. And getting back deep to receive the kick and call for the fair catch for Boerne. That was Jake Perez back there. And now the Boerne Greyhounds will start deep in their own territory, but they've got a 10-point lead, and they've got 8:08 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think Boerne was wondering if Victoria West was going to try an onside kick. They had 10 men up. They dropped back Perez last second, but I think, though, if you're West, you know, you got your timeouts, and then you got 8 minutes, so there's plenty of time.
Grant Sweeney and the offense for the Boerne Greyhounds. Callan Combs in at running back. Let's see if they try to keep it on the ground and running a little clock here.
Mm-hmm.
The clock is their ally. Here's Combs. Finds an opening and cuts it outside the 30 to the 31-yard line before he stood up. But again, they get a good gain on first down, and that's exactly what they want to do here is keep the ball on the ground, run the clock, and stay ahead of the chains.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want to do. So just and what helps when you're trying to do this is you get a big gain on first down like Combs did, because let's make it 2nd and 3 or 4 right here.
Yeah, it's a gain of 6. So 2nd down and 4 from just outside the 30, the 31-yard line. And again, in no particular hurry, and the clock is running with 7.5 minutes remaining in the game. And Boerne right now with a 10-point lead. Quarterback Grant Sweeney hands it off. Short gain at right guard out to, let's call it the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
Got it.
He did get it. Combs with a first down.
So this drive started at 8:08, so they've been able to take a minute off right now at this point. And they have 32 seconds on the play clock, so they're going to take this down quite a bit. And at some point, if you're the Warriors, you might have to start thinking about how you're going to use your timeouts going forward if you can't come up with a stop.
correct me if I'm wrong, but they do have all 3 of their timeouts remaining.
I believe so.
Yep.
And in high school now you have the 2-minute timeout, so that's another basically timeout in your back pocket if you need it.
That's a good point. 1st and 10 now for the Greyhounds. Quarterback Grant Sweeney fakes the handoff to Combs. That pass is batted down, incomplete. Good defense there by the Warriors. I believe it was Henley who got his hand on it.
I'm not sure it was him or Pollux. I'm not sure, but somebody ran in there and jumped up and
knocked it away.
Yep.
So now it is 2nd and 10. The incomplete pass stops the clock with 6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining.
So Boerne's running the ball, and so they probably noticed that West is kind of stuffing the box, so they try to maybe throw one over the top. That time didn't work.
Nicholas out here at the bottom of the screen. Hand to Combs at left guard. He's wrapped up quickly. Good defensive play there by the Warriors. That was Henley once again.
Yeah, and it looked like there was going to be a lot of room, and then Henley just kind of comes in. It looks like he's got a lot of daylight right here, and watch Henley just kind of come in right there and just kind of wrestle him to the ground.
So now it's the 3rd down and about 8. They need the 46-yard line. Combs stays in at running back. And again, Grant Sweeney, the quarterback. With the clock running down to 6 minutes now remaining in this ball game. They fake the blitz, and now he's going to run a little bit more time.
I'll call a timeout.
He's walking over toward the sideline. Is he trying to throw them off guard here? I thought maybe they were going to do a fake play here, right, just for a moment. But they are going to call a timeout. We'll take it 2 here with 5:51 remaining in the 4th quarter. Boerne leads Victoria West 24-14.
Hey, Greyhounds fans! Your attention to the video board as it's time for another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam. Not the time to be shy. What a great smile. Let's see it. Strike up the band for that one. Now, that's a winning smile, folks. Great job, Greyhounds. That's another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
(24-14) lead for the Boerne Greyhounds. They're facing 3rd and long after they just spent a timeout. 5:51 remaining. Looking to pass to Sweeney. Under pressure, watch out. Rolling to the right, he avoids one sack and will be finally run out of bounds before he even got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be officially a sack for Victoria West. And it will be 4th down and long here for Boerne. They're going to have to punt it away with 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the game.
And I think the defender on that one, Serber, I believe it was Serber for West. I think he was spying him. I think he was just staying there and trying to keep Sweeney in front. Let's look at the replay here. But see, Serber's just kind of out there, out in the flat, waiting for him. And once he turns it upfield, then Serber just kind of cuts in right there and knocks him out.
Peoples is back deep to receive the punt. Again, Victoria West should have pretty good field position. And this punt's a beauty, backing Peoples all the way back to the 20-yard line before he starts the return. And Peoples is tripped up before he gets going at the 22-yard line. Very nice play on special teams for the Boerne Greyhounds. That was Robert Estes.
And Estes with the interception earlier, and that time great tackle in open field there like that, and really probably prevents a pretty good return. If he's able to slip that tackle, he might have had some room on that right side.
Yeah, because we talked earlier about how dangerous Peoples is.
Yeah.
Peoples, a wide receiver that's been a productive player.
Well, that drive by the Greyhounds, they were able to take off almost 3 minutes of the clock. They didn't get West to burn any timeouts, but they were able to take off 3 minutes of game time. They're just about.
So they still have, as you mentioned, their timeouts left, but when do they start spending them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leal back on the field at the running back spot. And he goes in motion to the right. Boyce will throw on 1st down. Flings one across the middle, incomplete, right in and out of the hands of Jarrett Swanson, and he is not happy with himself. He dropped a sure thing, and that was a very nice throw from Boyce.
And that would have been a good gainer for him. That would have at least been a first down, maybe a 15-yarder, and a lot of time back there. Let a quarterback set his feet like that, he's going to find somebody.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Leal, the only running back. Boyce looks over to the sideline. 10-point lead for Boerne. Warriors trying to make it a one-possession game, but they've got a long way to go as they're just outside their own 20 right now. 2nd down and 10. De Leon goes in motion and a whistle, and I think they have an illegal shift perhaps.
That or the play clock might have got down to 0.
Let's see. False start. Yep. It almost looked like De Leon, who was going in motion, went toward the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped. That might not have been what it was, but it is a false start. And now it is 2nd down. And again, Victoria West not helping themselves here by putting themselves behind on the sticks. Peoples out wide to the right. 2 receivers right now. Peoples in the slot. Bernard out wide. Boyce will throw. Throwing deep down the left sideline. And it's up for grabs, and it is intercepted at the 35-yard line. Excellent defensive play there by Jake Perez.
Well, Perez just great position on that. He gets the inside part of the route, and he basically becomes the receiver. And watch him. He's kind of the receiver there. He's going after the ball and just makes a great catch. And Jake's a baseball player. He's an outfielder. So
well, yeah, it looked like he was playing center field on that one, didn't he?
I mean, he can play infield too, but he's a baseball player, so he knows about catching fly balls like that. And, boy, 2 big turnovers by this Greyhound defense.
Well, now Victoria West is going to have to think about spending their timeouts on defense because the Greyhounds get the ball back now. And they'll just be interested in running some clock, I would think. Coming left, trying to turn the corner. He breaks one tackle, Morrison, and he gets out to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a little bit short of the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 on the play. And now I believe a timeout's been called here by Victoria West. They are going to start spending their timeouts. We'll keep it right here for a moment. 4:58 remaining in the game. 24-14. And now if you're Boerne, obviously you want to, I think, keep the ball on the ground for the most part, or if you're going to use the air, maybe some safe short passes, screens, wide receiver bubble screens, little slants, maybe use the inside slot receivers a little bit. But I would think mostly you're interested in moving the ball on the ground a little bit if you can.
Yeah, and also I wonder you're going to be interested if you're the Greyhounds in running the ball and making them burn all their timeouts, and then they don't have anything left,
right,
as far as that part. And they'll have the 2-minute stoppage, but other than that. But great job by this defense. Comes up with 2 turnovers in this half, and then remember that goal line stand on 1st and goal at the 1. So
Boerne coming in with a record of 5-1. And Victoria West coming in at 6-1.
I believe they go on by the Warriors next week, I believe.
Looking to throw to the left, and that ball is incomplete. Intended for the wide receiver, number 1, Nicholas. They couldn't make the connection that time.
Well, it's like you said, if you're going to throw it, throw the short stuff. And that was, 3-4 yard pass, and Nicholas can break it. Just not able to make the connection right there, right through the hands that time.
Yep. Short passes that are safe, like that one should be, right? Because if he catches it and he's tackled right away, it's okay. It's a short gain, but you stay in bounds and you keep the clock running. But now the clock is stopped with 5:02 to go, and you're giving Victoria West new life if you don't pick up a first down and keep that clock moving a little bit here.
Blitz.
Sweeney will throw. Rolling right, looking, and he's going to try to pick it up with his feet, and he does. Excellent play there by Grant Sweeney. He gets all the way outside the 40-yard line And as I mentioned earlier, I'm impressed with his quick decisiveness. He knew exactly what he wanted to do when he turned the corner and went right up the field.
Well, last time he ran that way, they had a spy on him, but this time they lose outside containment. You see number 22, he's the furthest guy outside. Sweeney sees that, takes it down the sideline. He knows where the marker is. He dives for it, gets the first down.
All the way out to the 42-yard line. That's a big play in this ball game, keeping this drive alive and keeping the ball out of the hands of Boyce in the offense for the Victoria West Warriors. From the 42, Morrison, not much, maybe one or two.
Yeah, that's okay.
But that's all they need, right? I mean, they just want to keep that clock running and maybe force another timeout by Victoria West. And they've got to think about that, using those timeouts on defense, because at least on offense there's ways you can stop the clock by throwing an incomplete pass or spiking the ball. But on defense, you just got to watch the clock run. It's kind of a hopeless feeling when a team is keeping the ball on the ground. And not much they can do. They just let that play clock run down. Right now it's at 18 seconds. So they don't have to snap the ball again until there's about 4 minutes on the game clock. So they're just going to take their time here. 2nd down and 8 for Grant Sweeney. Morrison's with him. Hand off to Morrison, cuts it outside, and he gets out close to midfield. He's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. But Morrison getting the call that time, and again, they're going to keep it on the ground. They stay in bounds, and they can run at least 35 more seconds off of the clock here.
Yeah, and I think if Boerne does not get the first down, I think West burns a timeout here to stop the clock, because Greyhounds could take off of almost a minute, just letting it run down.
Yep. And again, on defense, you're powerless to stop the clock unless you call a timeout, and there's only 2 of those precious timeouts left for the Warriors. Here we go, 3rd down and about 3 for the Greyhounds. Morrison in the backfield, getting the call up the middle, and he dives forward. Did he get it?
Yes,
I think he did. Wow, that last surge, right, Kerry?
Yep.
That last surge gives him the first down, and that's going to make it really tough for Victoria West. Now, remember, they still do have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, just that last effort, this second effort right there by Sweeney, or excuse me, by Morrison to just kind of fall forward, gets him that first down.
Morrison stays on the field, along with the quarterback Sweeney.
Yeah, and he's the bigger back, so he's going to run between the tackles, do the pounding up the middle there like that.
Yeah, they're not going to want him to go dancing to the outside. You don't want to get outside here. You want to keep running the ball in the middle of the field and keep that clock running. Here's Morrison again. Getting 3, 4, 5. Wow, my push forward. Maybe got 5 yards that time, but getting more than what he bargained for. But again, the most important thing, they're going to keep that clock running, and they do have the 2-minute timeout. But now I believe they're going to stop the clock. They'll be down to 1 timeout left plus the 2-minute timeout. We'll take a quick break here. 2:35 remaining in the ball game. The Greyhounds in the driver's seat right now. They lead at 24-14.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, my mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
Boerne's out of timeouts? I guess so.
2:37 remaining in the game, and the Greyhounds in control right now, leading by 10. And they've got it 2nd down and about 4 after that gain of 6. And you would think here, Kerry, that a first down by the Greyhounds pretty much ends any hope that the Warriors would have. They've only got 1 timeout left, and of course there is that 2-minute timeout. Here's the throw down the deep right sideline, looking for his man, overthrown. Wow, that was close. The intended receiver was Frazier down the right sideline, and Sweeney just overthrew him.
Yeah, and they've hit that play a couple times tonight. They had a couple 61-yarders. So it's a kind of high risk, high reward type of play. If you don't get it, you stop the clock. That's going to save West a timeout.
And that is the risk, right? But now you would think on 3rd down here, they'll keep the ball on the ground because even if they don't pick up the first down, you might force the final timeout, or at least all the way down to the 2-minute timeout. So let's see if this is a running play here. Morrison has it, and he is breaking one tackle, but he does not have the first down. And immediately they stop the clock here with 2:27 remaining. And is this going to be the final timeout taken here by Victoria West? Yep, that's it. So the Warriors take their final timeout. Let's keep it right here because we have the other timeout coming up here in 27 seconds. Interesting philosophy here, but of course he wants to stop the clock and get that ball back. So now the Warriors trying to come up with a defensive stop. And if they do, they get the ball back here. But clearly the play of the game here, anything that's left as far as a pulse is concerned for the Warriors, they're going to have to rely on a stop here.
Yeah, one thing this Boerne offense has done a great job of here on this drive, they took over with 5:05, remember, so they've been able to take about 3 minutes off. Is they made Victoria West use all 3 of their timeouts. So, and you know, the big play I thought was 3rd and 11 when Sweeney ran on that right side and he dove for that first down. Yeah. I would have liked to see him stay in bounds, but hey, you'd rather him get the first down and then deal with the clock stopping there. I mean, you got to get the first down and you get 4 more plays out of it. So. Great ball control, ball management by the Greyhound offense. We've talked about the defense a lot tonight, and the offense is, doing their part right here.
Morrison's going to stay in there at the running back position next to the quarterback, Grant Sweeney, on 4th and a yard. Sweeney hands to Morrison. He's got the first down at left guard inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. At the bottom of the pile for the Warriors is Cale Francis, but not before a first down run by Morrison.
They're going to let this go down to 2 minutes, and then we'll have to do the math. I don't know if Boerne can go to victory formation, but pretty close to it after the timeout.
So it is the 2-minute timeout coming up. We'll take it with them. It's 24-14. The Greyhounds lead the Warriors. 2 minutes remaining from Boerne.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Hey, Greyhounds fans! Your attention to the video board as it's time for another Ferris Orthodontic Smile Cam. Not the time to be shy. What a great smile.
Thank you.
Bye.
24-14 lead for the Warriors with 2 minutes remaining in the game. And Boerne pretty much going to victory formation here as the Warriors are out of timeouts. And Boerne's got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to make sure they go to a knee here. This will hurt them in rushing yardage this evening, and that's all.
Yeah, it counts.
it does count, but the most important thing is the win. And Boerne's got this one in the back pocket, leading by 10 with the clock running inside 2 minutes now. And the Warriors are looking at their second loss. They'll see their record drop to 6-2. They play at Harlandale next. They've got an open weekend, is that right? Open game?
After that, yeah.
After that, okay, at Harlandale next. The Greyhounds will play at Veterans Memorial coming up on the 23rd.
Yeah, and then West goes to Veterans Memorial on the November 7th, and that'll be the end of their regular season. But you're looking at two playoff teams in this district.
Right. Second down and long here for the Greyhounds. They're just going to run out the clock here. I guess they stop the clock. They can use a timeout if they want to.
Yeah, who stopped the clock?
I don't know. Who stopped the clock down there? We want the clock to keep running. They take a delay of game, I think. But we'll see. I think that's the call. They just let the clock run all the way down. I think what you want to do is let the clock run down to 1 and then snap it again, right? I mean, that's the game plan. But good game offensively. We talked about the defense for the Greyhounds, but Grant Sweeney, I thought he made some great decisions, as I mentioned, and very, very quick decisions when he tucked the ball under and ran. and he made some key plays, first down runs, and he got out of trouble a lot. He has a very unique way of kind of sidestepping the pressure. He throws against the grain a lot. He's got a strong arm. I was impressed by him.
Well, so is UTSA. That's why they made him an offer. And, what I like about him is it looks like he's going to run, and then he stops. He stops. He knows where the line of scrimmage is. He stops, and he makes a throw. And we saw that tonight. And he hit Hicks a lot of times tonight on those types of plays. And just that little check down safety valve routes that extend drives and gets them first downs.
One more going to the knee for the quarterback, Grant Sweeney, and the handshakes will start as this ball game is over. Hard-fought game. Give credit to Victoria West. They had a couple of tough breaks, made some mistakes in the second half, but was a very, very hard-fought game, and the Boerne Greyhounds come out victorious 24-14. Carry your final thoughts.
Well, great game. I thought both sides, and I think Boerne defense was the story of the game, but, Greyhound offense, the last 8:08, they had 2 drives that took basically 6 of those minutes. So what a great job just burning that clock. And, I mentioned to you before the game started that these teams played in the playoffs last year in the 3rd round. Who knows? It may be the same case this year. We'll see. But I think it'll be another great game if they do meet again.
Greyhounds improve their record to 6-1, and Victoria West drops to 6-2. For the entire crew here at Boerne ISD Stadium and WIC Productions, and for my color analyst, Kerry Barbosa, I'm Bill Schoening. Thanking you again for joining us this evening. Again, the final score, the Greyhounds of Boerne High 24, and the Warriors of Victoria West 14. Good night, everybody.